fakeness of it. We look at the type of ammunition that we're using. Here we're using the CMJ. CMJ is a soft bullet. So the reaction of the CMJ, because the soft bullet will not always be the same. You must put that also into consideration.
Sifanele sibheke futhi naloko ukuthi CMJ inhlamvu ekhwenga insimbi soft okusho ukuthi ke ayiqinile kangako. Sifanele sibheke naloko ukuthi okushiyakayo lapha kule nhlamvu le kuzoba njani.
So that is an exception to this case.
That's correct.
Kodwa hayi yiloko ke okwenza ukuthi ube nomehluko kule kwesibhekayo.
And then also, Colonel, do you agree with me that when we are calculating the first, let me say the first, or the one set of 6 striations, or 2 groups of striations, if there is a break in between, you have to stop counting and count afresh above the break.
Uma ukuthi khona la kweqiwe khona kusho ukuthi kungabonaka khona la okungenamuqa khona sifanele kusime ebese siyoqala ukubala kabusha.
Well, it will depend on what are we looking at. If we are looking at one groove, we count all the striations in that one groove. So if there's 6 striations in one groove, irrespective of the gap that is there, but they are all in one groove. They're created by one groove. So we count them all because they're in one groove.
Ngikutheni sibala emseleni owodwa yini uma ukuthi le migqala nesibhekayo yonke semseleni owodwa kusho ukuthi sisobala yona ukuthi iyisithupha khona kuleyo msele.
But that's not the method in terms of the CMS.
That is the method on CMS.
But akuyona ke indlela okusetshenzwa ngayo ku CMS cha yona method yona indlela okusetshenzwa ngayo ku CMS.
And then now let's go to, can I ask Advocate Sawbona to assist me with your chart? Now we are going to count and see how many consecutive matching striations. Consecutive matching striations. That's CMS Colonel. Let's go in the application of that method.
Manje ke sizobheka lena sizobheka ukuthi ke kunemiga emingaki elandelanayo yokumadanisa.
I've put a waterpass there that I will ask you to use for the court, and then you lend me your pointer so that I can point you out.
Well, look, I'm still saying the waterpass will not work in this.
Will not work.
It won't.
Cha le waterpass lo okhuluma ngayo angeke ukwazi ukusebenza.
Sorry, do you ever use a waterpass?
Nika nisebenzise ini waterpass?
No, but we don't use
Have you ever used it?
I have never used it.
Your colleagues at the laboratory, have they ever used it?
We don't use it.
Bakhona yini abanye abasenzayo cha.
Waterpass. So it's for building, if I recall. Waterpass for the lines
Colonel,
of a brick.
with due respect, I respect you. I'm not undermining you when I'm asking you to assist me in using that tool. I know it's not from the lab, but it's the way that I want you to understand me, to see the lines there in the court chart. You understand, Colonel?
Cha bengifuna ukuthi ngisize ukuthi ngikuzwisise ukuthi le migqa lena ime kanjani kuleya chart. Sisebenzisa ke yona lena.
I'll take you through each and every lines, but I want you to show us there.
Well, I'm still saying the waterpass will not work.
Okay.
I'll show you an example. If I'm holding this waterpass, I draw a line here. The person who's seated there doesn't see the line that I'm drawing because it's below the waterpass. It's in line with the length of my eyes. I can see that line. But somebody who's sitting here will not see that line. So it will be like I'm showing the line that is not there.
Okay.
Uma ngidweba umugqa ngisebenzisa le waterpass ohleli lapha angeke alibone lo mugqa mase ucanga ukuthi ngikhombisa into engekho.
My problem is that the pointer, in the pointer, you were saying it's there. But I want you to take me through the line to see if it's lining up from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. Maybe you can...
Uthi mangikhombisa lapha bese ngikhombisa ke nawe ukuthi hayi iqondele ke lelimiga ukusuka ngapha ngakwesokunqele izofika ngakwesokuhle.
Maybe you can use your hand or maybe a pen to show me that here is the line. Here, this is how it goes up to the end.
Manje wena ungangikhombisa
That's the only thing I want to
nanoma ipeni uthi na umuqa uhamba kanje uzofika egcineni.
You know it better. If you can just take me through. We are going to start with that one is Exhibit X13E1. Can you borrow me a pointer, please?
May I take it across, my lord?
What's it?
Sir, pointer.
Yeah. No.
Thank you, Kenneth. You see, in the, my lord, I'm using Exhibit X13E1, the original one. I'm not sure how we separate them. You see this one, the first chart, the first court chart, not the one that was introduced during cross-examination.
Okay.
Yes. So, you see, this striation. I'm not sure whether your eyes, you see this striation. It's going on both sides.
Yabana indlomo uqala ukuthi uhamba ngezonke.
That's correct. Yes.
That's correct.
Okay,
Yes.
unjani?
But underneath that, there are two striations that do not match.
Manje ngezansi kwaloko kukhona imigqa engamadaniseki.
Maybe for the sake of the record, if the striations have been numbered, in the record don't be able to distinguish between this striation and that striation. If maybe the numbering of the striations can be used.
It means let's go. It's so unfortunate that when you were leading this evidence in chief, you did not have these marks and these errors, and you went through when you were flying with this chart. Now that I'm taking you through this chart, you are unable, but I will respond.
That's incorrect. Why do you say this witness is unable? Where do you get that from?
Let's proceed with the second exhibit. Because I was taking you through the first one, which did not have marks.
Which did not have marks on.
Yeah,
side
on
of
the
test.
sorry.
Which
Marks,
did not have marks on the
marks
side
like
of
this
the
one. So see, this one is numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, up to number 6. I'm saying the first one did not have these marks, of which the state is asking me to direct the record through it.
Hello, the first one and this one is the same photo.
Yes, it's the same photo. That's why I was also taking you through this one. But the state is now saying that I must use this one so that the record will understand the number of striations or the position of the striations. Do you understand that, Colonel?
No, I understand, but when you're saying they are not there on the side, I've explained yesterday that if you look at your bullet, if your bullet has bent a little bit in the middle, there won't be striations there because they will not be transferred to your exhibit. Your exhibit will not be touching the surface of the barrel.
No.
But if you look towards the end there, at point number 3 there, is the same striation that we are talking about, the
Yeah.
side.
I'm saying the same
Mina
striation.
ngizama ukuchaza nakho ukuthi ke uma kuwukuthi ke inhlamvu kukhona la igobe khona angeke kukhona indawo la ngeke ibe nezimpawu khona lezi ezibonakalayo yikho ngithi ke lo uphawu olulapha ku3 lugcina libonakale kulo 3 omunye.
Colonel, I'm still coming there. I'm still on the error number 2. That's error number 2, which I was trying to show you. 2 is this one. I was trying to show you in the first exhibit. It's this one. That's the striation number 2. Do you agree with me?
Bengizama ukukhombisa kona yiloko kukhonjwa umcebulisholo wesibili. What yeah.
Then, I am saying to you, or my question is, between the striation number 2 and the striation number 3, you see? There is a break because there are 3 striations that do not line up, that do not match on the other side, which they only appear on the left-hand side, but they do not go to the right-hand side.
Engichazayo ukuthi ke uma sibheka unumber 2 kukhona imigqa emithathu ebonakalayo ngakwesokunxele kodwa ayifinyeleli ekubonakaleni kahle ngakwesokuhle.
And the same striations that we are referring to.
Number
I
2.
explained yesterday.
Number 2?
These striations here.
Yes.
These ones. As I said, if your bullet is not straight, there won't be striations because it does not touch this barrel of your camera.
Okay, so
But when you continue, there they are.
Njengoba sengichazile izolo ukuthi uma ningayiqondile inhlamvu yakho izobonakala kahle ngapha ngokwesokunxele kodwa ke nje uma silandelela siyabona ngale
Can you follow the point? Is
iyabonakala
that the
kahle.
one that you are talking about?
That's correct. Yes.
Yes. If you go, it doesn't match with this one.
They mesh here. They're not that clear. If
They are
you
not that clear. Okay, let's agree
Let's-
to say they are not that
let's
clear.
striation mask. Yes, it comes. It will end up like let me try and with the water pass as you wish to have.
Oh.
See now, if I'm holding it this way, I can see what you can't see.
Uma ngibamba kanjena le phansi phansi mina ngiyakwazi ukubona kodwa wena ukwazi ukubona.
Sorry, just for my understanding. Is it not because the bullet is cylindrical?
That's correct.
It must be.
The surface of the bullet is not straight.
Cylindrical.
Okunye
why you can
ukuthi
yeah,
ke
I can understand it.
inhlamvu lena ingilisi
Okay. And then also let's look between error number 1 and error number 3.
asibheke ke futhi phakathi kwalezi oqala nowesithathu.
Number 1 and number 2.
Sorry,
Number 1 and number 2.
just a minute, my lord. Just a minute. So, Colonel, are we in agreement that between error number 2, the striation, and error number 2 and 3, the striation that we have pointed out to say it appears towards the end, we are saying it's not clear, visible, clear enough because it's not straight. It's because of the cylinder bullet. It's because the bullet is not straight.
Uchaza ukuthi le video siyibonako lapha number 2 ayibonakali kahle ngoba
The bullet is cylindrical.
ngoba ke inhlamvu iyindingilisi.
Now look, I'll try and explain it. If my hand is a bullet and it's straight, my hand is in contact with the water pass volume. But if my hand is in this position, it's not in contact with the bullet completely. So if you look at the center part, it does not come into contact with the bullet.
Okay, so
But the front part is in contact with the bullet, and the back part is in contact with the bullet. So if there are any striations on this, will be created towards the back and will be created towards the front. So the center part will not have the striations.
yeah, that's why I want to verify to say, do I understand you correctly to say it's not clearly visible because of the make of the bullet?
Manje ke uchaza ukuthi ke akubonakali kahle ngendlela yakho ngayo ke lenhlamvu.
Not necessarily the make of the bullet, how the bullet reacted when a shot is fired. It
No.
could be that the center part of it, remember there's pressure. What happens when a shot is fired?
Okay.
The propellant powder that is burning turns into gas. That gas pushes the bullet into the barrel. Now your bullet is a little bit bigger in diameter than the barrel of your firearm.
Okay.
So there's pressure from behind pushing the bullet into the barrel. And because it does not fit there, it's a little bit bigger. The pressure that's coming from behind will push it at one stage, it will sort of contrast a little bit, creating a curve line where some part of the bullet will not be in contact with the barrel of your firearm. So there won't
So
be marks.
we won't have clear marks. Okay.
That's correct, ma'am.
Okay.
Asibona indawo lapho
I just want clear
uma
marks and not clear
idutshulwa
marks.
inhlamvu ngithi isunduzwa ilento ekuthiwa propellant ngapha. Uma sidlula ke la isibhamini kukhona indawo ezingeke sithintane nesibhamu.
So, Colonel, I put it to you that there, on the striation, which you have just indicated, that is not a visible striation, and therefore it means it's a break. It means it's a break, and therefore it does not give the consecutive marks, which you can count from 1 to 6.
Manje kumasibheka lapha kuyabonakala
Striations, to 6 matching striations. Consecutive.
Masibheka lapha siyabona ukuthi khona la iy'mpawu lezi esizibhekile ezingasadluleli ngale ngakwesokudla okudingeka kusho ukuthi-ke lokho-ke kusivezela ukuthi azivelanga iy'mpawu ezilandelanayo eziyisithupha.
If they are not visible, does not necessarily mean they are not there.
Okay. Thank you.
Uma zingabonakali kusho ukuthi azikho.
Okay, thank you. My lord, can I ask that we take a short break? And then we'll proceed after tea break.
What's the time? It's
11:16, my lord.
okay. Mr. Judge.